What's up guys, my name is Rens, I'm a digital artist from the Netherlands and this is my home office and studio named Taro. Now, let me show you the inside and let me show you my remote studio. This looks super boring. Wait. Everything that I've bought right over here, that is actually invested to ultimately use it as a remote studio. So all of this stuff, it doesn't cost a lot of power to charge, which is very important when working remotely, of course. And I have two batteries with a total of 66 amps, so that is not a lot actually. But with my 100 watt solar panel on the roof, I can get around with all of this stuff. So I'm not gonna charge all of it at the same time because it will drain my batteries. So in the future I would have to invest in a better battery. But with my 400 watt power inverter, I can basically just use all this stuff whenever necessary. Alright, so let's start off the tour by going to my laptop. And this is actually a 2017 15-inch MacBook Pro. It has got a 3.1 GHz quad-core processor and it has got 16 GB of memory. So it definitely does the job for video editing and photo editing and that kind of stuff. Then on the right side we've got my 15.6-inch portable monitor. This monitor has got 4K resolution and has got a color gamut of 100% sRGB. So this basically means that the colors are pretty close to reality, and that is of course very useful when doing photo manipulation. Alright, then in the middle right over there you see one of my lights, and this is basically my fill light. This fill light is a VILTROX L116T, and this thing is powered by a cable, as you can see. So this cable is plugged in right over here. And yeah, I didn't really buy a battery for it because I thought, okay, I will only use this thing inside of my studio. Basically you can turn it on the back, and you can change the brightness and you can also change the temperatures. So pretty useful light, especially when recording tutorials. Then I've got the other light right over here. And this is also a VILTROX light, but it is a portable light. You can see that this is a Lite RB08P LED light. Basically this light is the light that I use to create all these funny colors in the background. So very cool light. And also this light I can use when filming outside. When I don't take that light, I will just take this small portable light. Then I've got one more light right over here in this setup, and it's almost invisible, but it is a very, very important light. And that is this one right over here. And it is actually my BenQ Screenbar light. This light basically brightens up my whole desk. So let me actually close my blinds for now. And this one at the top. Let's turn off the main light as well. And now you can see that we've got a very nice lit up setup actually. And I can also change the brightness. So if I press on these buttons, they're touchscreen. So I can increase the brightness if I wanted to. And yeah, of course, this is very useful when you're working on something or when you have to write something down. Let me actually turn on my screen. Now you can see what it actually looks like. Also with this light, you can change the temperature. So if I press right over here, and then press this button, now you can see it is more cooler light. And if I press to the right, you can see the light gets a little bit warmer. So you can really dial the light however you like. So very awesome light. So if you want to check them out, make sure to check the link down below in the description. Alright, so then we go to my mics. Right over here I've got a Blue YETI. This is actually a Blue YETI Nano, and this is my USB mic. So this is the mic that I use when recording my tutorials. So when I'm screen recording my laptop, It is a very good mic actually. I really love it. So that is my USB mic. Then we've got my camera mic, which is this one right over here. And this is actually a YETI D3 Pro. It is a shotgun mic, so it is very directional, let's say. And this thing just works perfectly when recording anything outside or when using my camera to record anything. So then we've got my camera, and this is my main camera. This is a Sony a6400, and as you can see, it can record in 4K. And this is just the camera that I use to record when I'm outside. Also, every now and then I record tutorials with this thing. And I'm currently using a Sigma 16mm 1.4 lens. So this is a wide angle lens. And this lens is basically amazing when recording yourself in smaller spaces. And well, that is because it is a wide angle. So you actually see some of the background when recording with this lens inside. Then there's a couple of other gear that I use to record my videos or make any recordings. That is my iPhone 7. So as you know, this is pretty outdated, but well, it does the job. Same for my GoPro. This is a GoPro Hero 4 Silver, so also pretty outdated. And right over here, I got my Parrot Bebop 2. So this thing used to be pretty cool. However, both of my batteries are dead, so I also cannot use this drone anymore. Either I have to buy new batteries or I'm gonna invest in a more portable drone, because this one is not foldable at all. So that's why I have to keep it in the original box. Now, to make my studio look like this, or to make my setup look like this, I need a couple of stands. So let's go down here for the first one. And this is actually a laptop stand of LURK. And well, this just does the job. It lifts my laptop quite high, and I can even change the height if I wanted to with these white things. And well, this just helps my laptop cool down, because I know from my previous travels that this laptop gets very hot when it's just standing on my desk or my table. So this is very important for me in this kind of setup. Then on the right side, we have got two mounts actually. So right over here, you see a magic arm or a super clamp. And this super clamp is attached to my desk clamp. So this one, I can change it in height. Currently, it has got my Lite mounted on it, but I can also mount my camera on it if I wanted to. And well, the great thing is that these things kind of clamp together. So also on my super clamp, I can mount different stuff if I wanted to. Then on the right side, we have got one more stand. And that is actually the stand for my portable screen, and that looks like this. I actually bought it because I might want to invest in an iPad Pro, and this thing also fits an iPad Pro, so that is pretty cool. You can see that I currently have this box right beneath it, and that is because otherwise it is not really high enough. And now you can see they quite have the same height, so this just works very nice. Then before I forget, I've got my camera tripod right over here, and the brand is called HAMA, and this is actually a HAMA Star 61. So this camera tripod is pretty amazing. As you can see, it has got some levelers. Right over here is one, and right here at the back is another one. And with this, I can adjust the height of the top of the tripod, let's say. And with these things, I can adjust the height of the legs of the tripod. So this thing I use very often lately when going on hikes or when filming outside. And I almost forgot about this one, but I do have another boom arm, and this is actually to mount my mic, so my USB mic. But now I've actually mounted it on the magic arm, but if I wanted to, I could clamp this thing on my table right over here and just mount it like this, and then put the mic up a little bit higher if I wanted to. Then right over here you see my JBL Charge 3, a very awesome speaker. So this one I use for just listening to some music or that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, it's pretty old, so I can only use it when it is plugged. Before that, it used to hold for 20 hours or something, and now it's pretty dead, so I have to plug it, otherwise it simply doesn't work, but it still kind of does the job. Alright, so then we've got a couple of accessories left. Right over here I've got my Apple Bluetooth keyboard. Definitely nothing special, but the only reason I'm using this is because my laptop is currently on this stand and it is pretty uncomfortable to work like this. So at some point you will get some pain in the arm. So that is why I currently use this Bluetooth keyboard. It's not really chargeable, so I just have to put some batteries in. But yeah, these batteries hold pretty long. Right over here we've got my graphic tablet. This thing is way more important than my Bluetooth keyboard, and that is because yeah, I love this thing for making photo manipulations and other kinds of digital art. So right over here we've got the pen. There's no battery inside of this pen, and this graphic tablet is actually a HUION Inspiroid Dial Q620M. And this thing is amazing, and especially this dial right over here, because when doing photo manipulation you often want to change your brush size, and this thing changes your brush size very quickly. So if I would recommend any graphic tablet to someone who is playing around in Affinity Photo, it would definitely be this one. Also on the side you see you can install some express keys or hotkeys. Honestly, I don't really use them. I put these stickers myself because, well, I thought it was funny and it kind of helped me remember the shortcuts. But since I've got this Bluetooth keyboard, I don't really need to use these hotkeys because I'm pretty used to using the keyboard shortcuts. Then one last thing, on the right side I've got my Magic Mouse, and also this is the Magic Mouse 1, so it just uses batteries. And same thing, I can either use this graphic tablet as a mouse, or what I used to use is my trackpad, but also for my trackpad it is pretty uncomfortable working when my laptop is mounted on the stand. So that's why I currently use either my mouse or my graphic tablet to move my cursor on either one of the screens. And then one or two little tiny accessories left. There's this USB-C hub. So as you might know, the newer MacBooks, so from 2017 and up, they only have USB-C ports, and that's why I have my USB-C hub right over here. So these are simply USB 2.0, and the side right over here is a USB 3. So this one is just a little bit faster. And with my graphic tablet, this little guy came with it. And this is basically just a very short USB-C port. So this one goes into the USB-C and then it transfers to a normal USB. So I use this currently to connect my hard drive or my hard disk with it. Well, if you want to buy any of these products, or if you're interested in buying any of the products that I use, maybe for your own remote studio, then I'll put the link down below in the description. I'm gonna enjoy the day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao. Dude, where have you been?
What do you mean, where have you been?
It's been weeks since you've uploaded your last video.
Yes, I know, but can't you see? I've moved into my camper.
So?
This has been a dream of mine for years.
So you're not gonna make any new tutorials for us?
Of course I will make tutorials, you dumbass. I'll just have to develop a new workflow and a new habit of creating these tutorials.
Ah, okay. So then, what will this video be about?
What about I show you around in my new studio?